Good morning. I'm back. I know for you guys, it's only been no break at all in the vlogs, but for me, I had like 3 weeks of not filming, which I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed. Excited though to start this semester. Very excited. I have 2 new teachers and 2 of the same teachers. I have a total of 5 classes. Right now I'm going to radiology from 9 to 12, pharmacology from 1 to 3. I'm running late. I'm not gonna be late, but I'm running later than I wanted to be. But I think that's just the consequence of it being the first day. And then I was like filming B-roll this morning, so that doesn't help. But I'm excited that it's a 9 o'clock start. I know the angle is not the greatest. I have a new mount, I'm trying it out. I tried to put it on the other side, but I could see myself running this car into something because I can't really like judge where the front is. Anyway, so yeah, radiology, pharmacology, I'm not truly excited about either. I've heard that some people really struggle with radiology and pharmacology just kind of like sounds scary, so whatever. We got people tailgating this morning, not using their brains. I'm in the slow lane, going slow, and they're going behind me on my ass. That's okay. Can't be responsible for your intelligence. Praise the Lord for that. That would be quite the burden. It's snowing kind of finally. It snowed yesterday. It's snowing a little bit now. I would try to update you like about what's going on since the last vlog, but I haven't edited the last vlog. The last vlog is coming out in real time next week. So I don't know what's happened. I will say that car heat works, beautiful. My car still works barely. It chug-a-lug-a-lugs a lot, which, hey, as long as you're the little engine that could, then go for it. I've used both of my air fryers. I like them. The first time I used the big one, I made a baked potato and bacon, and it like set off the fire. What is it? Alarm? Fire detector? I was like, what? But I'm thinking maybe I didn't let it like go long enough to burn off whatever was in there or something. I really don't know what the hell happened, to be honest with you. Got my lunch today. Made a recipe from Budget Bites, but instead of making it 4 servings with half a pound of meat, I made it 3 servings with 10 ounces of meat. So I used 2 more ounces of meat and cut the servings down by 1, which Budget Bites, you know, it's a budget website, budget cooking. So meat is like not the main ingredient, it's like a side. And I had a 10-ounce block of meat from one of these HelloFresh orders or HelloFresh or Every Plate, whatever, one of these meal kits where, you know, the ingredients were not correct or they were rotted or blah, blah, blah. So I'm happy to have finally used two of those. Also made some stuffed pepper soup last night, which I had for dinner and which will be taken to school sometime this week. I also have 2 more recipes to make. I was gonna make them both last night as well, and I knew I didn't have green onions, which I thought for one dish it was kind of like a garnish, but then for the other dish I didn't realize that I needed it for like actual to cook it, like cook the green onions in the meal. So I was like, fuck. So I went ahead and put a pickup order in at Walmart. I'll go swing by there. I needed a couple things anyway, like soap, dish soap. So I will do that once I leave school. I also have a Marley spoon box coming tomorrow. It's my first time getting a box from them. Finally was able to get a code for a free box. By the way, pro tip, anybody who gets a code, basically try to get as many meals as you can. It looked like at first I was only gonna be able to get 2 meals at 2 servings each for the box, but I ended up getting 6 meals with 2 servings each. I just don't know when or if I'm gonna be able to cook it. Not when or if, I mean, I will cook it obviously, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to cook it on Wednesday night or Thursday night and take any of it to school. Depends on my work schedule. If I work, I'm not going to really have the time because this is the week where I'm going to start going on my schedule. I will say that if I had got up, I actually got up at 7:30 instead of getting up at 7:38. I think I snoozed twice. I might even snooze 3 times. If I hadn't snoozed so much, I would have been on time. So for next time, I'll just make sure that I try to get out of the bed no later than 5 minutes after my little schedule. I'll be fine. But yeah, I have scheduled time for studying, scheduled time for resting, scheduled time for pretty much everything. And that's going to be my life for the next 16 weeks. And I'm honestly not mad about it because 16 weeks is nothing. What, 4 months? So basically a total of 12 months. 4 months now, and we have a summer break, and then I'll do a new schedule for the fall, and then I'll do a new schedule for the spring, and that's it. And then I'll be a dental hygienist, and I'll just be making bank. I did what I do sometimes over this break. I went on this website for temps that you can see what the rate is. I mean, if I work 4 days a week, 8 hours a day, I'm making 6 figures. Like, that is so wild. That is so wild. Like, I've never made anywhere close to 6 figures. I don't know if y'all think that being a flight attendant is a job where they're paying you the big bucks, because it's not. You're not making, well, you can make 6 figures as a flight attendant, not as a regional flight attendant with only 11 years seniority. You're not making 6 figures there. So it's gonna be so nice to be like making more money, living more comfortably. But I gotta make sure that I don't have like an insane, not lifestyle creep, because this is not gonna creep. It's gonna be a jump. It's gonna be a fucking jump. But I have to make sure that it's not like too out of control, because that's not smart. You don't want to still be in the same position with more money, you know? Anyway, I think I'm blabbering and I'm over filming, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Very first week that we do clinic, page 12.
Hello, welcome back. So we got out of class a bit early today, and it was a good day. I didn't feel nearly as dumb as I did on the first day of anatomy, so I'm happy about that. I'm heading to Walmart now to get my pickup order, and then I'm going home. I am extremely tired. I gotta really not be up all damn night, because being sleepy is no fun. That does not add anything positive to my day. It only takes away. One thing I didn't mention is that this semester on Tuesday, we don't have to wear our scrubs. And I guess on Friday, I don't have to wear my scrubs either, because for the majority of Friday, or for the first part of the semester anyway, we're not going to have any patients. So even though Friday is radiology lab, I don't need to be in scrubs, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of. I prefer to wear I'm like a uniform girl. From, 5th grade to 12th, I wore a uniform every day, and I don't like thinking about what I'm going to wear. I'm kind of thinking like, okay, what am I going to wear on Friday? I don't know. Very annoying. I mean, I could always just wear my scrubs, but then I'm going to be the weirdo in scrubs when nobody else is in scrubs. Totally not interested in that. Tomorrow, half the day is online and then half the day is in person. And the half of the day that is in person, we do need to wear scrubs. Anyway, so let's talk about class. We really just learn very, very, very basic fundamentals. And maybe that's why it was an easier day, because going into oral anatomy, I've taken anatomy before. So I think the idea, the reason it's a prereq is that you're supposed to have remembered stuff from that class. But it has been ages since I took anatomy. I don't remember anything from that class. So maybe that's why I felt so lost, But like today, it was pretty much all new concepts. Really just learning about the history of x-rays and definitions, radiology, radiography, radiographer, dental radiology, etc., so on and so forth. The way I feel about radiology, it seems like it's going to be fairly straightforward. I'm not going to say simple necessarily, but it does feel like it's going to be fairly straightforward. Cut to, right? 4 weeks from now, I'm like, oh no. But that's the vibe I get. And then pharmacology, I think it's going to be definitely challenging, but I think we have a test every 4 weeks. We have this week. This was week 1. Then we have next week's material, and then we have an exam the next week. And it just seems really manageable. And I don't know if y'all remember, I think I said that I wanted to try my, schedule of how I'm going to be studying and stuff for the first little while, and pretty much not study on the weekends, but just study on the weekdays for the whole month. Doesn't sound like the greatest idea, probably depending on who you are. But like I said, coming from how none I studied last semester, there's going to be a huge huge increase. I'm excited about it. I got my books. I had to get 2 printed books, like, I don't know what you want to call them. It's not like actual books that you can buy on Amazon. It's like materials that our teachers put together, like papers, and they had them printed and then they had them hole punched, and we have to have our own binder. So I got those 2 today. I don't have to go pick them up tomorrow. It's a great day. No complaints. Anyway, I'm almost at Walmart, so I will go for now, and I'll pick this up later. Bye. Hi, I'm back from work. Got off a little early tonight, and I needed to get another one of these to put in my folder. And then I needed 2 like folders that I can put in my, I think I said put in my folder, I meant put in my binder. It's called the binder pouch. And then I needed a folder to put in my binder too, because we got some handouts today in pharmacology, and I didn't really have anywhere to put them, because I'm full on into the iPad now, so I didn't have anything where to put it. But now I'm home, and although I got off early since I had to make my pit stop, it's a little late, and I do have to cook 2 meals today. I guess I don't technically have to cook them because our class from tomorrow is from 9 to 11, and then we don't have class till 1, so like technically I could probably just cook it at 11 o'clock, but I'd rather just get them done now. They're both super duper quick. Like, I'll probably be finished cooking in half an hour, seriously. So I'm gonna shower, cook, and then kind of get in the bed. I was so tired today. I don't know if I mentioned that. I was so tired. I had to go stand in the back of the class so I wouldn't fall asleep. Like, it was horrible. So I think I'm just getting into the groove of things, but I don't want to be as tired tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey, it's snowing. Not that bad, just a little bit. Walking into dental materials. The first half of our day was online. It was clinic 1 theory. And I was so tired and I didn't pay attention at all, to be honest with you. But ready for 3 hours of dental materials, ready as I'll ever be. I'm walking into campus filming myself. Ugh. I'm a little earlier than I thought I would be, so that's why I wanted to get some footage for you guys. I have all my stuff for work. Wednesdays and Thursdays are going to be my longest days. I basically have to leave right from campus to go to work. That's the plan, but I have to go get some gas today. And normally I would be studying in the library for 45 minutes and I would have brought food, but I didn't really think about it and plan it out right, so I'm not doing that today. It would be so nice if I got a call saying I don't have to go to work, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye. Well, it's bedtime. It's past bedtime. But you know what? I'm actually starting to think about it. I think I'm actually only 1 hour past when I said I needed to be asleep-ish. Like, my little schedule that I made says, I think it says 11 o'clock, asleep in 30 minutes. So it's like, I'm only like an hour after that, which is not good, but it's not terrible. Think about me, right? I'm an introvert, and I've done the math so many times. Like, I know this about me. When I'm around people and I'm social, consistently, I always need 3 hours to myself. You know what time I got home from work? 9:40. So tired. So instead of going to bed, I decided to film for YouTube. Girl, make it make sense. I know I committed, and this is so bad. I know I committed to following my schedule for the first week, but I haven't been. But I do have a little bit of an excuse. But the excuse doesn't happen until Friday. So on Friday, normally I'm supposed to be in class for 2 hours for my radiology lab, 10 to 12. This Friday, we have to go 2 hours earlier. So we're going to be there from 8 to 12. This week is a little bit different because we're having to go over like software and stuff. So it's a little different. So I haven't been following my schedule, but I've been doing like kind of good. Like, I cooked a whole bunch of food. I even cooked so much food that I had forgotten that I cooked a dish. I made 2 dishes last night, and I was going to take something that I ate last night, the caramelized pork. I was going to take that for school tomorrow, and I totally forgot that I have a chicken lard bowl. So I'm going to take that. Oh shoot, I think I need to cut some cucumbers in the morning. But don't forget. I'm going to stop filming I'm going to set my alarm. I have no idea what time I need to get up. I'm going to figure it out, get whatever sleep I can get, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. We're going to be sharpening our dull instruments, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of other shit tomorrow. So I'm happy to be back for sure. Happy to be back, but definitely like, ugh, you know, ugh. But it's all good. It's all good. This weekend, oh shit, yeah. Next Monday, or Monday, I guess, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I'm off work, which is amazing. So yeah, we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. It's gonna be all good. Because I had off Monday this week. I asked for the day off because I knew school was starting Tuesday, and it was perfect. Oh, y'all know what? Remember I told you I was getting that Marley spoon box, or whatever, the Martha Stewart box? Tell you why it's late. It's supposed to be coming tomorrow. We'll see. So annoying. I'm glad I went ahead and got food and cooked, because I knew I wasn't gonna have like real time to cook, you know, the box during the week, but the motherfucker didn't even come. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Today, really, later. Bye. Wow, what a day. What a long day. I'm so happy I'm not at work. I got the text about, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock maybe. So happy. I got home. I finally got my Marley spoon box today. Everything seems pretty cold. I'm pretty like weird about food safety. They put 4 ice packs, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. I think like all the cold stuff is cold. The vegetables, some of the vegetables look kind of whack. The spinach looks pretty bad, but we're just gonna go with it. We do have our proteins. I know I did not do a good job of showing that. I am so tired. I'm about to take a shower, eat the food that I cooked a couple days ago that I forgot about, and then I'll probably like watch what crap ends and get into bed, because like I need to be asleep by like I think 9:30. Yeah, like if I was asleep by like 9:30, I would get a fantastic night's sleep. I would be sleep, you know. So kind of the plan. I'm not cooking any of this tonight. Like I said, I'm just not in the mood. I have food already cooked, so I'll eat the food I cooked. I might make myself a smoothie for dessert, or this I think it's like a knockoff Starbucks pink drink. It's like you put this Starburst powder and water and coconut milk, and if you have freeze-dried strawberries, but I don't have any. It's really delicious. I might have that for dessert, but hold on one second. Besides today just being super duper long, it was nice. We went through the radiology lab, toured it, and like talked about some stuff, basics. We did 1 hour of denture and prosthesis care, like how to clean removable prosthesis, like even night guards, Invisalign. Like if somebody comes into the clinic, we have to clean their removable thing, 1 person this semester. So we learned how to do that. And then we looked at a bunch of different like people who have maybe like braces. I think this is crooked. Oh, sorry. Or a bridge, or limited dexterity. And we talked about like what specific oral health instructions we would give to them, because you know you can't just tell everybody brush and floss 2 times a day. Like you have to tell them what to do that's specific to them, and you should show them, because they might be taking home, you know, a device they've never used. And then we did 1 hour on instrument sharpening, and then we did 2 hours of going over the syllabus and the schedule and questions. More like an hour and a half ish. We also, one of the things we did that was like the most fun is we did calculus detection. So they had this little block, and it had like 4 sides on it, and you could use an Explorer to feel like burnished calculus, which is where you haven't gotten it all off, so it's like smooth. A speed bump, which is like a piece of calculus that, you know, makes your Explorer do a speed bump. And then like moderate calculus, heavy calculus, and then light calculus, like light grainy calculus, just kind of feeling what everything feels like, because we haven't really felt any calculus. But I swear to God, I'm so tired. I got called out. I was in class and like, falling asleep. I wasn't nodding though, but I was definitely like, closing them eyes for an extended amount of time, long blinks. And the teacher's like, Tina, you still with me? I was like, yes. So I'm very tired. That being said, I'm gonna stop running my mouth and I'm gonna get what I need to get done so I can get into bed. I think I'm gonna eat first because I'm pretty hungry. And why not? After putting up this food, I'm gonna eat. So, oh, you know what I didn't see? Are there no meal cards? Do they really not send cards? That's crazy. Like, even the cheap services send cards. So I gotta go on the internet to figure out how to make my food. Maybe tomorrow I'll print them. I'll get them sent to the printer and we can print for free on campus. So that's nice. So maybe I'll print them out, because it can be kind of annoying to try to be on the phone because you gotta like log into the website, go to your orders, click on the order, and then the way it comes up is annoying. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey, welcome. Leaving school. Didn't feel like I was gonna fall asleep today. Didn't fall asleep today, which we're happy about. I have to run 2 errands. I don't want to run them, but I'm gonna regret it if I don't. I need to take some stuff back to Fabletics. I don't even know why I bought a pair of pants not in a size long. Like, I'm not like tall. I usually, if I have the option, I'm gonna buy a tall, because I do not like high waters, anything like that. Oh shit, where do I go? I think I go this way. Fuck, hold on. Where am I going? I'm going to Target, but how do I get there? What street is it on? It's the next street. Yeah. Okay, so I usually get a tall, and for some reason I didn't get a tall. And I'll be honest, they are maybe a little bit too long, but I would always prefer a little bit too long than a little bit too short, So I just rebought the pants, which is like, this is so crazy. I think I have a shopping addiction. No, I'm joking. I don't have a shopping addiction. And I know this angle is weird. Hopefully one of the next times I come to you from the car, it's a better angle. I did get a new phone mount from Temu, but I think that I remember that they want you to have it not so cold when you mount it to make it, stick better. And it's pretty cold today. It's 16, which seems like that's not accurate. It seems like it's not really that warm. Over the weekend, the high is going to be like in the negatives for a couple days. So that's going to be not great, but maybe I don't know why I said the next time I come to you from the car, because that's probably not true. I think I have to get in the car on a Tuesday morning at like 8 o'clock, and I don't know if I'll have done it by then. But anyway, school was good today. We basically just went over this software that we use called EagleSoft. And I feel pretty confident. I don't feel like I know it 100%. I'm never going to make a mistake or anything like that, but I feel pretty confident, I've been using computers for well over 2 decades. So usually things like this come pretty intuitively, to be honest with you. And it makes sense. And the instructions that we were given were like pretty good. There's one thing that another student just brought up. Is this the right street? It said there was a tab called alerts, but really it was like a button at the bottom. But other than that, it's pretty right on. Like, the instructions are like perfectly, you just do exactly what it says, and it's it gives you every step. So I'm not worried about it. I'll just refer to my reference. We have 5 of the second-year students come in, and our instructor asked some questions to them, like, what were your successes? What did you struggle with? Do you have any tips for time management? How about your work-life balance? And they told us their experiences. There's not really anything that I got from them, to be honest. The only thing, this one girl said that she was able to walk around campus and get patients, which was like crazy. And then another girl said that she like posted on Nextdoor and Facebook and Craigslist, and she offered like a $10 gift card, which maybe that works psychologically. But if you're paying, $95 and I gave you $10, that's a gift card. I don't know. If you were expecting me to pay $95, which I believe the exam is $50 and the x-rays are $45, and then if you expect you were going to give me a $10 gift card, I'd be like, well, why don't you just give me $10? Like, what are you talking about, a gift card? Like, what? I don't know. It's better than what I was planning on doing, which was just paying for the whole thing, which I don't want to do, but I don't feel like I'm the type of person where if I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor, and I really look at it as if you're coming into the clinic, you're really doing me a favor. Like if I know you and I'm asking you to do that, you have a dentist, you're doing me a favor. I can't ask you to pay money. Like I need to make it easy for you. You're already having to come in for 2 appointments and they're 3 hours each. I can't also ask you to pay $100. Like that's great. That's gonna irritate me. Like, oh, you want me to come for 6 hours and pay you $100? Like you're crazy. Like you, no, you're a crazy person. So that's kind of why I'm like hesitant to ask people to pay. But maybe I'll do the gift card thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll go in next door. I don't know. So yeah, that's my day. I got these 2 errands to run. I'm going to Target as well. I need some moisturizer, I need some food, and I need another pair of sheets. I don't know what is going on with I think it's my feet. I think they might be a little too dry at night because these sheets, this is the second sheet that's got ate up in the exact same spot. So I'm like, must be me. Is this open? No. Why is it cold? I was at Target and I will talk to you guys later. Did I mention? Yeah, I mentioned that I didn't go to work last night. I'm hoping that I don't go tonight. And then Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I won't be going in Monday. I love these little 4-day weeks. You will not hear me complaining. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to work 4-day weeks, 8 hours a day when I graduate. So I'm loving the 4-day week model. So anyway, yeah, okay, bye. Hey, so I know I didn't come here all weekend. My bad. It's just hard because like I'm not in school on the weekends and I already feel like the vlogs aren't super interesting. And so like if I'm not at school, they're really not interesting. Also, it's really cold here. It is really cold. I think it's like 7 below right now. I think the high this whole weekend was in the negatives or right around 0. And I didn't leave. I parked when I got home from work on Friday and I've been here ever since. I think I did leave my actual apartment though. I think I took some trash out, or hell, I might not have. I don't even know. I did a lot of cooking today, or I guess yesterday. I cooked 3 of my Marley Spoon meals. The other 3, one of them, you provide your own egg. I don't have an egg, so I gotta wait. Another one, one of the tomatoes got smushed, so I don't have like all the ingredients. And then the third dish, I showed you guys the spinach, and I had 2 orders with spinach, or 2 meals, and one was like a tortellini soup, and I was able to like pick out enough spinach to make it, work. But the other dish is like a spinach salad, so it's like I'm not gonna really, I don't want to have like a half-ass salad, so I'm gonna have to go buy some spinach. And I know it's late, but I'm doing some laundry. I got confused. I thought I needed my lab coat on Tuesday, which is the first day of school. I don't know why I thought that. I don't. We have radiology and pharmacology, and both of those are lecture courses. So I don't need the coat until Wednesday. But whatever. I need to wash it. So now to be washed, I'm going to probably just put the finishing touches on my YouTube video. I have to do the description and make a thumbnail. Always so emotional editing my YouTube videos. Like I get taken back to exactly where I was when I was filming them. Like in this video, I'm like bawling, crying, and as I was editing it, I was crying. Like what is going on? And like I remember when I edited the vlog when I had COVID, I like felt like so sad. So sick. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, I did all my homework. Yeah, all of it. So I guess, I don't know, college is weird these days. I guess they have something called a flipped classroom, which is like when you take your quizzes first and then you get taught the material, which is what we did last semester. But then they also have something that's like not that way, which is what we did now. I mean, for me, it really wasn't any different. I don't know. But anyway, I did all my homework. I had to do 3 worksheets, 1 for radiology, 1 for dental materials, 1 for theory, and then I had to do a quiz for pharmacology. And there's a quiz for radiology, but it's not open yet. She doesn't open it until I think a couple hours after lecture on Tuesday, which totally sucks. That's the one thing I really, really, really do hate about college, when the teachers don't like open shit up. They like hold it back. It's like, ma'am, if the quiz is ready, just let us take the quiz. Like, why can't we just take the quiz? I don't get it. It's so annoying. But I am happy that for 3 of my classes, radiology, dental materials, I guess just 2, radiology and dental materials, and also I think one of my clinic classes, either theory or clinic 1, they put up all of the stuff that we need separated by week. So I went ahead and got everything I need, downloaded, organized, like it is ready to go. Oh fuck, I know what happened this weekend. Okay, let this be a PSA. If you don't have an iPad or you don't normally use an iPad and you start using one, because I got my iPad for school and I use Notability. So Notability was like, when I was writing, it was like stutter stepping. So instead of writing, like if I was writing an R, I was trying to write radiology. So when I was writing like the, the bottom of the R and the R, it was like a series of lines and it looked jagged. And then like if you wanted to undo, instead of just erasing one stroke, which is what I did to make it the R, it was like, so I was like, this sucks. So I tried everything I know how to do. I turned off the iPad, turned it back on, closed out the program, turned off the pencil, turned it back on, all that. When it didn't work, I uninstalled Notability because that's what I do on my Android. If something doesn't work, I uninstall it, reinstall it, or also I updated Notability first. But anyway, uninstalled it, reinstalled it. Everything was gone. Everything was gone. It was gone. Now, the only thing, the good part is, because I had just finished putting all my assignments and tests and exams in my planner, my digital planner. But the only good thing is I have my notes backed up to my Google Drive, but I made a couple mistakes. I had it backed up in like a PDF format instead of the Notability format. So when I when I was putting everything back on there, re-importing everything, I can't edit my planner the way I want to edit it. Like the whole reason I have a digital planner is so I can, select something and then move it, that's the whole point. But now it's just like a plain PDF. So long story short, I'm gonna just redo the whole thing. It took me probably not that long, but I don't want to have the stuff stuck on there. Like I want to be able to move it. So I'm going to redo the whole thing. That really, really, really threw me for a loop. But I tried not to let it get to me because I knew well, it happened. So that's just, you're going to have to roll with it, So that was really awful. And then last week, we took our instruments, the ones that we have been using to practice, we took them to school and they got sterilized and they stayed there. So I would love to be practicing instrumentation more. I mean, I'm saying that, but I don't know. But I can't, as we don't have any instruments, which is like what? And I don't even know why I have my loops at home. I guess for sharpening my instruments. We learned how to do that last week or this week, whatever you want to call it, a couple days ago. It's wild. We don't have our instruments? What? I mean, I guess it makes sense. So I have my clothes in the washing machine. They probably have about 25 minutes left. I'm going to get those hung up and then I'm going to get in the bed. Tomorrow is Monday. I'm going to seriously start my plan about studying and stuff. So I have 5.5 hours of studying on the schedule for tomorrow. Monday is my biggest studying day because I'm off. I don't think I have 5.5 hours worth of studying to do. I really don't. But maybe I do. I mean, I do need to read all the material for, a bunch of classes. So maybe I do. Plan starts with Pilates, which I haven't done in ages, but I do love Pilates. I took Pilates as one of my PFW, that's what I always call it, physical fitness and wellness, I guess is what that stands for. One of my PE classes for when I was in college the first time. I did summer classes and I took a PE class. And I was I don't want to take I'd rather just take a PE class over the summer, And I took Pilates and it was really fun. So it was Stott Pilates. That's the one that we were taught by our instructor. And I just do mat Pilates. I know Pilates now is you can do all types of shit with the reformer and all types of crazy shit. No, I just have a Pilates mat. I got 2 things from Temu. You might be able to see it. It's I think it's called I don't know what it's called. I'll show you guys later. But I have that little thing and I bought these little slidey things. But I'm just going to start with mat Pilates. I have not done Pilates seriously, literally. I think I might have done Pilates once at my old apartment. But the angles was all weird because I was on the floor and my TV was my TV was on that. It was laid flat and on the top, or on the side, what is the side now. And it was it was a mess. I was I can't do it. But now I have, a tripod. I have all types of things I can hook my iPad up. So I'm going to do Pilates. And really it's just lots of Pilates, lots of studying. And I think I told you guys earlier that I had tomorrow off of work because it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Nope. And I'm pissed too because there's a little TV screen that said, oh, you know, we hope you take your day off, enjoy your day off on Monday and whatever. I don't have the day off. It's a holiday, but we have to work. But I guess we get holiday pay, which is probably like time and a half. And then we also get the 4.5 hours of holiday pay. So I'm going to make a ton of money tomorrow, which is great, which is really great. But I am not going to be sad at all if I get a text saying, don't come to work. I'm not going to be sad at all because anyway, I've been sitting here talking for so long, wasting time. I should get this video description and stuff done so that way when my clothes are done, I can get in the bed. I'm supposed to get up at 9 in the morning, which I'm actually not like, I actually can get a solid 8 hours, even if I, you know, probably just do the clothes and do this. So I'm on track. I'm excited. Next week is going to be a whirl. It's not going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be a lot. I'll talk to you guys later. Welcome to this week. Bye.